All right, now we're going to go through documentation and legal consideration. Now, hopefully, this is a scenario that never happens, but we can, never account for that, and that so we should be prepared rather than have to do it later. So, this is a standard operating procedure, but makes it a lot easier for you guys to do. You don't have to write it; it's going to be done for you, so you can just simply use it straight away. So, this applies to all PTs, gym staff, online coaches. It's a really good SOP. So we need to document client complaints. If a client claims negligence, injury, or service failure, if we have documentation, it serves as evidence that you have proper, responsible complaint handling and eliminates issues down the track. It prevents miscommunication, it tracks the history of the issue, and demonstrates professionalism. So, what should be documented? You want to do the name, the time and date, the nature of the complaint, the description of the issue, your response, action taken, and was the client issue resolved to their satisfaction. It's really, really simple to do this, but a lot of people don't do it. So when I have complaint issues I've dealt with in the past, I will ensure that most people send it via email. The reason why I want people to use their email to do it is because then it is very easily documented. If you're doing consult calls and stuff like that, ask if you can record them. It's really, really good there because if you've recorded it, then you've got evidence that you've done everything that you need to do. So I record that and say I'm using it for training purposes or for, to make sure we solve your issue correctly. Now, with the legal considerations for handling complaints, you want to have some confidentiality and data protection. So, with sharing that information, you need to make sure that you don't share it with people. I would log it all in Kahunas because Kahunas is a secure system that people can't actually access. Keep all complaints confidential. Don't discuss them. Do not share people's data and never discuss these online. Okay, so WhatsApp, emails out to people, keep it in one place so it's confidential and it doesn't leak. Now, with your some complaints, they may escalate into legal disputes such as refund requests, injury claims, or service failures. If you have a clear service agreement and waiver in place, it basically eliminates your liability really, really quickly. So, a couple of things that we recommend: have a refund cancellation policy that people sign, a liability disclaimer, scope of service, what isn't included, and if a client requests a refund or threatens legal action, do not admit fault. I understand your concern. I'd like to review the situation before providing a resolution. You can conduct your legal team or gym management depending on the situation. If the injury is performed, we need to document all this type of stuff, but we don't issue refunds without checking the refund policy and don't ignore injury complaints because we want to make sure that we do our absolute best to make sure that the client gets that injury looked at. So if you injure yourself in your program as an online coach, you need to document that and be aware of it and help them actually move towards solving those scenarios. Now, a lot of the time, because it's online training, there are waivers that people sign where they absolve themselves of responsibility or they absolve the trainer of responsibility. Rather than me, it's important to have them documented and done. And again, insurance, okay? So make sure you keep your insurance up to date if someone does get hurt, because what it will do is it will make sure that, if you're online or in person, it protects you and protects your business because lawsuits and people getting injured can be very, very expensive business. So the escalation process for your serious complaints that you have, if a client threatens legal action, it needs to be escalated. If a complaint involves harassment, discrimination, or unethical conduct, it must be reported to management if we're in a gym. And if the issue cannot be resolved directly, it requires third-party mediation. So document everything, refer to the contract. If you're a one-on-one coach and you're working by yourself, you may need to consult legal counsel and you may need to get formal mediation or third-party resolution services. And if you're in a gym, you want to consult gym management because they should have the tools and resources required to actually deal with this. And never delete complaint records, 3 to 5 years for legal protection, and avoid confrontations or emotional responses. So, as much as it might be tempting to write back, fuck you, and everything else, don't do that. Keep it all professional and documented. Generally, the rule of thumb is not to respond to the email or text message straight away. If it's written, wait 1 to 2 hours and formulate a response. Now, some preventative measures to minimize complaints that we can actually implement in that is a written service agreement and walk clients through what they can expect. I have made this mistake in the past where I haven't done written service agreements and it's come back to bite me on the butt, and I don't want you guys walking into the same situation. Now, with people who aren't getting what they want, be proactive with check-ins, schedule that time in each week, and then what you can do is send progress reports to your clients, maintain engagement. Very important for that. to actually deliver what you say. Even if clients aren't responding, use the to check-ins and submitting them. Use the automations to show that you're continually following up and reminding them. And then implement adjustments based on recurring feedback. So if you are getting complaints, look at how you can actually improve your business. But the easiest way to solve this is to set clear expectations of what you're going to deliver, but also what you can expect from the client as well. So a client can't really complain about not getting the results if they're not doing the work that they need to be doing in the first place. So always document what the client expectations are of what they have to do. So record all your complaints, keep it there, and follow this standard operating procedure. And this will help make sure that legally you're protected to the best extent that you possibly can be.